More than 160,000 students in Pennsylvania choose cyber charter schools for a number of reasons, and for the most part seem happy with that choice.
But the way cyber charter schools are funded has public schools unhappy, and they've been unhappy about it for decades. Today, the state auditor is calling for change, just as his two predecessors did. Here's Dennis Owens.
No one on either side of this issue is going to be happy with this audit.
Cyber charter funding is the issue. Tim DeFore says 5 of the state's most prominent cybers increased revenues by nearly $500 million between 2020 and 2023 and boosted reserves by 144%, money local school districts have to fork over.
Cyber charter schools using taxpayer dollars on things like staff bonuses, gift cards, vehicle payments, and fuel stipends.
Commonwealth Charter Academy spent nearly $200 million acquiring or renovating 21 buildings.
Which to us seems a bit out of the ordinary for a public school that is based on online instruction.
Also out of the ordinary, DeFore is the third Auditor General to call on lawmakers to fix the formula by standardizing tuition rates and capping reserves. He wants a legislative task force.
We don't need a task force.
Susan Spick is with Education Voters of PA, says a task force is too slow and the problem is already well known.
Every time a student goes to a cyber charter school, the school district writes a check for that student, a tuition check, and the payment has no relationship to the amount of money that it costs to educate that student.
In its response, Commonwealth Charter disagreed with the audit, saying charters are popular with families and still get less per student than the average public school, adding additional reductions in funding would be irresponsible, unfair, and unconstitutional.
Dennis, this has been going on for what, 23 years?
So why hasn't it been fixed?
Politics has a lot to do with it, Dennis.
DeFore is a Republican and knows many in his party want school choice. Short of that, they'll fight attempts to limit cyber charters.
And this doesn't really impact school choice. This is about a funding formula that ultimately the taxpayers are paying for.
The audit also found that during the pandemic, Pennsylvania Leadership Charter requested and got millions in federal PPP loans that were forgiven, while at the same time increasing their revenue balance. Perhaps the feds need to do a little better auditing as well, but that's another story for another day. In Harrisburg, I'm Dennis Owens.